out this morning. Had my eye on putting a camera in this one spot, and I'll go over it in a map why I want to do it. Why I think this is a good spot for a camera. It's not real far away from bedding, but far enough where it's not going to alter anything, in my opinion. But I had to ride my bike. I want to show you my my hunting cruiser. Here we go. That's it, baby. All camoed up, basket on the front. Got to put a rack on the back. Got a lock. Got my bow holder, gun holders on the handlebars. You can't get better than that, but might be a little slower than crazy cats or them motorized bikes, but this here, I think I bought this bike at $100-something bucks at Walmart. Beats $3 grand. Stay tuned. Here we go. There's a tree I sat in earlier in this year, in December. I didn't see none, but it's still a great spot. But the only thing is, this spot here was an observation set. It's a finger field on both sides. There's a finger of woods, and it all comes down this way from that side and that way, and everything collects in the middle. A lot of these deer will test the waters and test the fields and walk these edges before they go out in the fields. So there's a trail on both sides of this water just inside off of the field. So this is a good spot. We're following this trail. Now we come to a big, just a little, a little tiny, real thick point jetting out into this river of frag and nastiness. And what do we come across? Rubs. There's a rub there. I mean, they're not real big rubs, but there's a rub here. Rub here. Rub there, and there's a rub up there too, and they're cruising back and forth right here, and there must be a bed up in here somewhere in this thicket where he's using on some kind of west wind or even a dead north wind. It's greening up really good now, so it's really hard to tell. Well, it's not hard to tell. There's a blowdown out there. But these guys, these bucks, they'll get right in. Excuse me, guys, but guys will get right in, right off these sets here. That bush up there, everything's green. They can really hide. They ain't got no horns right now, so they're not worried about the horns. So these are good spots, man. You got to keep in mind. I would go out there, but I did not wear my rubber boots today. I'm on camera duty today, so these points here, this going out here, this is prime, man. This is a great little point. Buck will lay right under that tree up there. I don't know if it's a mature one or not, but these bucks will come out here, and maybe not this one right here, but like that point out there, right here, under a tree there. There's a bowl here. You might have a little doe family there and a buck in there. And these are the spots you got to look for. And you can't get to this deer. I mean, he can watch, and he'll lay here and just watch that field. And all the wind and thermals are sinking to him. He can smell anything up there. The thing is how you got to hunt this. If this was a specific buck bed in this thick stuff right here, and the wind was coming out of this way, gives him an advantage. He's got sight advantage. He's got thermal advantage just before dark. Everything's sinking to him. He can actually tell you what's on the field before he even goes out there. I'm setting up just over there, maybe 50 yards, or just on this side. I would walk all the way back this way and loop around and come up this way if you think he's using that corner of that field, and set up in here somewhere. where if your entry, you're that far away, it's not going to spook them. That's like 300 yards, 400 yards away the road. And if you come in this way, you can't get but 60, 75 yards. That's it. You could push it to like maybe 65 yards, but any closer it's going to suck this way, and he's going to know you're there. And he's going to, if he knows you're here, if he knows you're on this side, he's probably going to get up and walk out this way. If he knows you're in here, you get too far and the thermals get there, he's going to get up and walk out this way and check the field. That's why we sit there and say, man, I know he was there, I know deer were there, but why didn't I see something? Well, you set up in a wrong tree, or the wind was wrong with a preset, or something else. Usually your entryway is the biggest mistake. So keep that in mind, guys. Entryways to these spots are key. So that's a good rub. That's a real good rub. That's around as my leg. Alright, here's a camera I found. It's about waist high, which kills you on public property. At least in my area it does. You'll get a picture of a buck maybe once or twice, and they're gone. They won't come this way no more. But trail camera, and the problem with this is it's set up on singular sign. The problem with this thing is he's set up on this really good rub, which is probably 2 years old. This rub right here is about as big as my leg. Really close to the field, which that's fine. But the problem is whoever has this camera is not focusing on what the best thing or where the best place would be to set up on this camera on. Where he's set up on a singular sign in front of him, where you have behind his camera, behind this tree here, is a huge trail, couple of them, and there's probably beddings back there, way back there, and there's probably 15 to 20 rubs running along this thick little transition brushy stuff, all the way up to the field. And this gentleman here, or woman, whatever, is set up on a singular rub where if he was to, or she was to, think about it a little bit and set up facing down the trail and behind this tree, he would probably have a hell of a lot more pictures than one or two on a tree that this specific buck might be dead. This specific buck might not ever hit this tree again. It might be a random rub. The gentleman's seen this big rub, put a camera up on it, and what he's doing is he's messing this spot up more than doing any good to it. First off, the camera is waist high. It's going to take one or two pictures of this buck if you're lucky. You'll get one if he even comes that way. And then you'll never see him cross that path again. He'll go behind the tree because they don't like that stuff. So it's all thick. There's another rub back here. There's rubs everywhere in here. The guy is on the right track, but he's just not thinking it out like you should. Gotta think these out, man. You gotta think it out. This camera has changed my whole total plans here. I am going to go a little deeper in here and see what's going on in here. I know where this buck's coming from, but I want to get a picture of him. And I decided to put a trail cam here, right here. There she is, right there. The old 8-man, good cameras. Reason why is big trails, big transition coming through these woods, thicket coming through, and it all is right here. There's rubs on these trees up here, old rubs, new rubs. See right here, right here, right here, right here, right here. And there's a couple out on her here. Got it facing this. I'm standing in the hub. There's a trail here. There's a trail coming out of bedding here. Bedding's way back there though. There's a trail coming over this hill and coming this way, which probably take night pictures, but I don't really care because I know where they're coming from. All these trails come together right here where we're standing, and they go out in one here and goes through there, and then one comes, splits off, and one probably doe trail goes out through the open woods there. So, camera number 6 set. Hey guys, that'll be it for today. I just want to go over some couple things. These videos are for entertainment or educational purposes. Nothing is 100%. Everybody knows in the deer hunting world that the deer don't do everything all the time. They switch up. All it takes is a little bit of scent, a little pressure, and they are gone. So when I show you this stuff and tell you this stuff, it's from my experiences and from what I've learned over the last few years and the last 25 years of hunting. These animals are smart, and if you want to step up your game on public land, this is all public land stuff. I don't hunt any farms that are private, anything. No private at all. But if you gotta pay attention to detail hunting like this, because if you don't, you're gonna be chasing all year. You're gonna be chasing all year, and by the end of the year, you're gonna be like, man, time's running out. And this is gonna put a lot more deer in front of you, these kind of videos and what's going on here. And it might not put a big Pope and Young buck on your wall every year, but you're gonna see them. You're gonna see them, and you're gonna see a lot more deer. This is a lot of mature buck stuff, but it does help deer hunters. If you listen and pay attention to the real little details that I try to get across, you're going to become a better hunter all around, man. You're going to start seeing deer almost every time you go, man, because you're going to be paying attention to that detail, and you're going to figure out where they're at what certain time, at what wind, at what time of year. So, but again, nothing's 100%, you know, but a lot of this is habitual. It's a creature of habit, creature of edge, and there's a few little tweaks in a lot of guys' hunting tactics that if they tweaked it, like I'm saying, or like Dan Infalt's saying, or a couple other guys are saying out there that are big public land guys, you're going to start seeing a lot more deer and a lot more older deer. You're going to put one on the ground every year? No, you're not going to. Nobody does. Even the best guys go years without deer, a year without deer. I think Dan Infalt didn't kill a deer last year, but he killed a beautiful one the end of this year. At the end of the season, he killed one. But just keep all that stuff in mind and have patience and enjoy this. Don't make this a job. We love doing this. I love being in the woods. Dude, it's 55 degrees. It's blowing 15, 25 mile an hour. Zero humidity. It's gorgeous. Another month, it's going to be 95, 100% humidity, and you ain't going to be wanting to come out here. But I'll be still out here. But I'll be at a boat fishing, hopefully. But keep watching. Thanks for watching. Share and like, and subscribe and like to the Buck Cycle.